Hey guys, so I wanted to do a quick video on how I best apply strip lashes. I know that it can be super fiddly, so I thought I would do a quick video on how I like to do it and hopefully it can help you. If you've read my ebook and you've figured out the best lash style for you, this is how I would best start applying them. So I've chosen my lash style. And then you simply just want to, I like to bend the packet to get them out and try and keep its shape as much as possible. If it does sort of come out of its shape, what you want to do is just hold the lash and just sort of like bend it like that, just to get it back in its shape. Just like that. The thing you want to do is you want to make sure you've got one of these, which is like a lash, it's like lash tweezers, lash glue, I definitely recommend Duo, and some scissors as well. So the first thing you want to do is obviously measure it to your eye. I know what my eye shape is and what my eye size is, so I know I need to cut off the very ends of the lash on either side. And the best way to measure your lash would be just to hold it with the little tweezers and then just hold it against your eye and figure out how far over your eye the lash ends, and then just obviously snip it. When you're shortening the lash, you want to do it from the outside, not the inside, but either way you'll find that the lash generally has a little bit of overhang of just band, so obviously you want to cut that off on either side, and then you want to shorten the lash from the outside of the lash in. The way that I like to apply my glue is just by putting a glue dot on my hand, about that much, actually a little bit more, and it can dry very quickly depending on where you are, humidity and all that sort of thing. So I then use my tweezers to pick up the lash. You want to hold it about center of the lash, and then I literally just drag the lash through the glue dot on my hand, like so. I have really shaky hands, so if I can do this, you can do this. Once it's fully applied to the band, which don't worry if it looks like there's too much, you just sit it to dry. Then same goes with the next one, and just repeat the steps. Just drag it through, completely covering the band. And again, just let that dry. And you want to let it just sit. This is the magic trick. You just want to let them sit for probably about 30 seconds to a minute until the glue starts to go like tacky. I feel like that's the best way to sort of ensure that the lash is going to stick to your eye and stay stuck to your eye. I personally feel like the best and easiest way to do this, which can't always be the case, is when you have no nails on. I've just ripped all my nails off, so that's why it's going to be easier for me today. But generally speaking, I have nails, and when I do that, it can be quite fiddly. But the best thing that you can do is just wait for the glue to get tacky and then apply, even with nails or not, but it is a lot easier with no nails. So I've had my lashes sitting there now for probably about a minute. Then I'm just going to pick up the lash again, and I just place it in my hand just to get the correct holding of the lash. Again, just grab it straight in the middle of the lash. Then you want to make sure you've got a mirror, so I've just got one here. And then I feel like to put my head like this and sort of just look, you want to look like up almost at yourself. And then I try and place it correctly straight into the center of my eye, and then you can adjust it with your fingers. You want to place it over the top of your lash until you feel the glue sort of touch your eye, which you'll feel because it's a little bit wet. And then I like to just push on the corners with my finger or the tweezers and just feel it until you feel it that it's like completely stuck either side. And sometimes as well, what I do is literally like shut my eye and pull it like that until I can really see that it's stuck all the way down. So that's one. Then repeat the steps again with the same with the other side. Now I can do this side really easily, it just sort of goes on seamlessly. The other side is a lot harder for me, but I've been doing this for years, so it does take time to sort of perfect it. And if it doesn't go on straight away how you want it, just redo it. So then I'm left-handed, and I have better eyesight in this eye, so, no, sorry, this eye. So it's harder for me to sort of combine the two, but I'll try. Again, just pulling the eye if you need to. And see how it's not stuck correctly how I want it right now. So literally, I just fiddle it around until it is. And don't worry if you can see all the glue now, it does dry clear. Done. So that now that they're on, I like to sort of sandwich them together with my fingers. So I simply just grab my lash, and so I put my finger on the top of the lash and underneath my natural lash and just squish them together. Just go all the way along and squish them together. Sometimes if your finger gets stuck, you'll just need to like use your other hand to sort of pull it off without pulling the lash off. That corner hasn't completely dried, but that's basically done. Now sometimes depending how my lashes are sitting prior to mascara, I did actually already apply mascara before I put the lashes on, but what I do, just grab my mascara and I just coat them together. Done. One last step, which I don't have my eyeliner here to show you, but what I would generally do is then I would apply eyeliner to the bottom of the top of my eyelash. So I would simply just like put the eyeliner all along there, and then where the lash ends, I bring it into the corner of my eye. But that is the finished look.